me tell you how it will be.
When it comes to spending their tax dollars, Americans want tangible results.
'Cause I'm the tax man. Yeah, I'm the tax man.
The government may not always deliver, but AmeriCorps, the domestic equivalent of the Peace Corps, is one government program with results we can see.
Originally, the money does come from federal tax dollars. So when people are mad on April 15th, when they're paying their taxes, and they say, what does this money go for? Well, at least some of it is going to promote community opportunity and responsibility through the AmeriCorps program.
AmeriCorps is similar to the Peace Corps in its ethic of service, but different in its operation. It really works as a hub of money and trained volunteers that it puts into existing nonprofit groups throughout the country.
The brilliance of AmeriCorps is that it has one centralized pot of funding from the federal government, but it's really decentralized enough to meet each community and each state's local and state needs.
Part of AmeriCorps' budget of close to $500 million goes to investing in the AmeriCorps members themselves. Full-time members receive a post-service education award of close to $4,700 for 1 year of service.
It solves a number of problems at once. It helps fight hunger, it helps improve the environment, it helps reduce crime, it helps improve education. At the same time, the people in the AmeriCorps program are able to help themselves by helping pay their way through college by doing their service to their community. So AmeriCorps really is the penultimate win-win program.
The program was created during the Clinton administration.
AmeriCorps came into being because President Clinton had a vision of tying national service to your community, to getting student aid. And after he won the 1992 election, he worked on legislation that he pushed through Congress that actually created the AmeriCorps program.
Although President Clinton created the program, the idea behind AmeriCorps was born with President Kennedy's Peace Corps initiative in the 1960s.
Peace Corps was founded with a vision for engaging Americans abroad to make change in their communities. That was within a whole mission of building the American presence abroad. Simultaneously, a smaller idea at the time was about how can Americans make that change domestically. And then President Clinton really expanded this idea so that it wouldn't be just a select group of individuals, but really you could mobilize thousands upon thousands of individuals of all backgrounds in service in their own communities.
And AmeriCorps' size has allowed it to participate in a variety of social initiatives.
AmeriCorps seeks to meet unmet community needs, particularly in the areas of education, health, public safety, and the environment.
AmeriCorps provides funding and volunteers to a number of nonprofit organizations in New York, including Jumpstart.
Jumpstart's a proud member of the National AmeriCorps Network. We pair college students primarily to work one-on-one with low-income preschool children to get them ready for kindergarten. So we focus on language, literacy, and social skills. These are the critical school readiness skills that all kids need before they walk into the public schools. We work with about 70 colleges across the country and specifically look for students who, regardless of whether they've worked with children before, have a passion for making a difference in the life of one child.
Giving them that one-to-one attention that they might not have at home or in the classroom where there's 30 other kids, really makes an impact on them. So it's really a great job because if they start to succeed now and do better in school now, they're more likely to succeed later on in life when it comes to high school and college.
Another example of AmeriCorps' work in New York is the New York City Coalition Against Hunger.
We're an umbrella group for the more than 1,200 soup kitchens and food pantries in New York City.
New York City Coalition Against Hunger provides technical assistance to agencies such as St. Bart's. We provide members from our AmeriCorps program to support these agencies with their routine tasks, such as helping to distribute meals during the food pantry, and also with capacity building activities such as volunteer recruitment and grant writing.
The people who participate in the New York City Coalition Against Hunger's AmeriCorps team are incredibly diverse. They're from different racial backgrounds, different educational backgrounds, and people actually come from all across America to work here in New York City fighting poverty, fighting hunger.
AmeriCorps mobilizes almost 75,000 volunteers across the country, more than 10 times the number of the Peace Corps. Yet it remains relatively unknown to the country it serves.
Peace Corps perhaps got more recognition than AmeriCorps because it was affiliated with President Kennedy, but also things overseas often get more recognition than problems here at home. For instance, there's a lot more recognition in America about poverty overseas than there is poverty in America, hunger overseas than hunger in America. It's often easier to accept that we have problems overseas than problems back here, and frankly that was the brilliance of President Clinton, understanding that we've got to take care of our friends across the world, but first we've got to start solving our problems here at home in America.
And the problems here at home are demanding more attention. With the housing crisis and the rising cost of everything from food to gasoline, the need to leverage every dollar given to nonprofit groups is growing.
With the devolution of the welfare state, a lot of social welfare programs are being thrust upon community organizations. They're expected to serve the community, but they have no help in terms of infrastructure. They have no help in terms of community development.
AmeriCorps understands that in order to really make an impact, these groups need more than people with goodwill. They need trained volunteers.
What AmeriCorps does is provides volunteers prepared to help these organizations set up infrastructure. I had a couple training sessions in food stamp pre-screening, grant writing, conflict resolution, volunteer recruitment.
We are able to have this program each year through AmeriCorps. AmeriCorps members work directly with nonprofits throughout the city, and most nonprofits are very limited in their resources. Like our agency only has 8 full-time staff members, and we were trying to reach out to 1,200 soup kitchens and food pantries throughout the city. So without the AmeriCorps members, we definitely wouldn't be able to make as much of an impact as we do.
AmeriCorps seeks to address the immediate needs of their communities, but it also hopes to create a lasting impact through their members.
One of the strong parts of AmeriCorps is focused on developing the members themselves. How can we build someone so that they will become a champion for public service or for education or for the environment? How will they have all the skills and tools that will help them continue that service well beyond their term in AmeriCorps?
For NYU News, this is Kimberly Cole.